BTS News Today, Tokyo, Japan. That night, October 11th, 2025, the air in Shibuya felt colder than usual. The streets, usually filled with neon lights and the laughter of tourists, seemed different. In the middle of the traffic and the rush of people, a group of fans stopped in front of a large screen showing entertainment news. On it flashed a bold headline in 2 languages. HYB confirms unable to contact Jimin and Jungkook for 2 days. The world seemed to stop at that moment. The news spread like wildfire. Within hours, the hashtag where is Jungkook Jimin shot to the top of global trends on X, Twitter, surpassing political headlines and even major sports results. BTS fans, or armies, scattered across more than 100 countries, began expressing their anxiety. "Please tell us they're okay," wrote one Japanese account with hundreds of thousands of followers. Meanwhile, in Korea, major outlets such as Dispatch, Yonhap, and Naver began digging for answers behind this mysterious disappearance. At first, many believed it was another secret promotional stunt by HYB. BTS was known for their cryptic teasers and sudden surprises. But this time felt different. There were no clues, no official statements, and even their personal managers reportedly had no idea where they were. 2 global superstars, Park Jimin and Jungkook, had vanished into thin air somewhere in the heart of Tokyo. According to a Japanese national television source, they were last seen on the night of October 9th in the Omotesando district, a stylish part of Tokyo. They had reportedly attended a private event with several Japanese musicians. But the shocking detail was this: after the event, the black van they got into never returned to the hotel. CCTV footage only showed them entering the vehicle at around 11:47 p.m. local time. After that, the vehicle's GPS signal disappeared. HYB immediately dispatched a team to Japan, including security personnel and interpreters. In a short press conference in Seoul, a HYB spokesperson stated that the company could not confirm their location but is fully cooperating with Japanese authorities. That statement only fueled public fear. How could 2 of the most protected celebrities in the world vanish in a country known for its advanced surveillance systems? Japanese media such as Asahi Shimbun and Tokyo Reporter began investigative coverage. They traced digital footprints, from phone signals to airport records. The first shocking fact: Jungkook's phone signal was last detected near a small port in Chiba, about 2 hours from Tokyo. Jimin, however, had turned off his phone before leaving the hotel. A hotel staff member, who wished to remain anonymous, said Jimin seemed quieter than usual that night and had requested not to be disturbed. Meanwhile, several armies in Japan claimed to have seen 2 figures resembling Jimin and Jungkook at the Shibuya crossing around 10 p.m. the same night. One witness, a student named Mei Nakamura, even shared a distant video clip showing 2 men in black masks and hats walking briskly through the crowd. The body language of one of them, tall, firm, and distinctly stylish, strongly resembled Jungkook. However, no official confirmation was made. Tokyo police confirmed they had received a report from HYB regarding 2 missing Korean nationals, but refused to give details, citing privacy and an ongoing investigation. Fans began conducting their own searches. A digital map made by Japanese armies marked all the possible locations where they might have been seen. Some even formed volunteer groups to search around Shibuya, Harajuku, and Chiba.in Seoul. The atmosphere inside HYB headquarters was described as tense. Staff were seen entering and leaving the building without a word. An internal source said top executives had held an emergency meeting lasting more than 8 hours. One leaked agenda reportedly involved artist data security after suspicions arose that their location data had been leaked. Rumors spread that the incident might involve a breach of privacy or even a direct threat to their safety. A new twist came the next day. CCTV footage from a small cafe in Daikanyama showed 2 men in black entering at 9:15 p.m. on October 9th. One held a small guitar, while the other wore a distinctive white scarf. The cafe owner, Takumi Sato, told reporters. They sat in the corner and spoke softly. They ordered hot tea and politely refused to be photographed. I didn't know who they were until I saw the news. He added, one of them had a very gentle voice and spoke so politely, just like Jimin. The footage quickly went viral, though police have not confirmed the identities. However, a silver bracelet seen on one man's wrist, identical to Jungkook's usual accessory, convinced fans that the footage was real. Speculation began to spiral. Some online theorists claimed the two might have disappeared voluntarily to escape pressure and seek peace. Others believe they were secretly preparing a musical collaboration with Japanese artists. HYB strongly denied these claims, stating, "There are no official activities involving Jimin or Jungkook in Japan this week." Tension grew when Tokyo Sports reported new CCTV footage near Chiba port showing two men boarding a small boat at 1:20 a.m., only hours after their van disappeared. The unregistered boat sailed into Tokyo Bay and was never recorded arriving anywhere. The mystery went global. CNN, BBC, and Reuters ran headlines like, "Global concern as BTS members Jungkook and Jimin reported missing in Japan." Meanwhile, armies worldwide flooded social media with prayers, making #WhereIsJungkook a symbol of solidarity. Even the South Korean government began coordinating with Japanese authorities through its embassy in Tokyo. 3 days later, hundreds of fans gathered in front of a massive BTS billboard in Shibuya, lighting candles and holding signs that read, "We are waiting for you." Some cried quietly, while others softly sang BTS songs. One young woman shouted, "If you can hear this, please come home. The world is waiting." The moving scene was broadcast across Japan, a testament to the unbreakable bond between artists and their fans. Then came a strange new account. A fisherman in Chiba claimed to have seen a small light at sea that same night and heard faint singing. "I thought it was just a radio from another boat," he said, "but now I'm not so sure." Police investigated the area but found no trace. A week after the disappearance, HYB released a second official statement, translated into Japanese and English. "We have received positive indications regarding their whereabouts, but for safety reasons, we cannot disclose details." That one sentence reignited a storm of theories. Were they still in Japan, or had they secretly left? Local Kanagawa media reported that two Korean-speaking men stayed at a traditional inn on the morning of October 10th. The owner said, one of them had eyes so deep, and they seemed to comfort each other like two people seeking peace. As the world waited, NHK dropped a bombshell. Two flight tickets under the initials PJM and JJK had been used on October 10th for a flight from Narita to Okinawa. The tickets were purchased through a small Japanese company connected to a producer who once worked with BTS. The airline refused to release surveillance footage, citing privacy laws. Rumors spread that Jimin and Jungkook might have fled to Okinawa to record or rest in secret. Some even claimed to hear Jungkook's voice in a TikTok video of a man singing on an Okinawa beach at night. HYB declined to comment, but reiterated, "Please refrain from sharing unverified information. We believe they are safe." 10 days since #WhereIsJungkook began trending, there was still no closure. Tokyo police admitted the possibility of third-party involvement, while armies continued to post prayers and messages of hope under a new hashtag, #ComebackJungkook. Though the mystery remained unsolved, it had exposed the fragile balance between fame and privacy, and the deep, almost spiritual connection between BTS and their fans. One Japanese TV producer who had worked with BTS softly said, "Maybe they just needed to breathe, far from cameras and lights." But whatever the reason, the world is waiting. Because without Jimin and Jungkook, the world feels too quiet.